All right, so what's up, guys? So we're out here on another run through this craziness for all you guys who simply sit back, watch, and enjoy. And you know, we hope that you are on a self-improvement journey, right? You're on a journey towards making yourself the best version of you. And you know, that requires some self-improvement, some work on yourself. And you know, it's okay, it's all right, because you know, we will help you get there. We will help you put in the work in order to improve yourself. And you know, we also got to tell you why it's important. So don't worry, because we're going to give you 4 reasons why self-improvement is key. So without further ado, we are going to go into reason number 1, and that is more confidence, right? Because when you improve yourself, when you see these changes for the better, not for the worse, because it's not just changes all in and of itself, right? It's positive changes, you know, gradual increases in your abilities. And you know, when you see that happen, it's gonna raise your confidence nonetheless, right? Because you see yourself succeeding, you see yourself getting better, right? Those failures and mistakes that you were used to making are occurring less and less frequently, and in some cases not at all. Right? Just like that, right? Where we almost dropped everything, but you know, since we work on ourselves, we were able to recover that and not drop everything and scream like a little child. So you know, from that raised confidence, right, it's gonna bleed out into other areas of your life, right? Because you're gonna see yourself carry that same winner's mindset into other areas, right? When you're going out on the basketball court or into the gym, right, or into the office per se, right? You feeling confident and assured, that's going to raise your ability to do it, because you can envision it, right? When you're confident, you can envision yourself succeeding, right? You see that it's possible. But if you don't, if you doubt yourself, when you're unconfident, you're not going to be able to do it, right? It's almost going to seem too hard. And if you think that way, it's probably not going to happen, right? You can almost kiss your potential successes goodbye. So, you know, that's reason number 1 why self-improvement is key, because it'll raise your confidence, which will help you tremendously in life. And you know, without further ado, we will go into reason number 2 why self-improvement is key, is important, is cornerstone. And that is that it can, you know, raise your income. Specifically, right? I don't know about you, but I, you know, want to make as much money as I possibly can, right? And not only just to do it to have the most money in the world, right? Although that you think that may be nice, but there comes a point to where you have a certain level of money to where it doesn't really matter anymore. You're not really stressing over it because you have your money in abundance. And you know, once you get there, you'll be just fine, right? Things will feel great. You won't feel pressured to have to wake up and go to work, right? You go to work when you want to, and if you get fired, if you get a raise, if things, you know, don't go your way, you're not so worried about it, because you are, you know, content with what you have, right? You're not so dependent on it, right? It's not a drug to you anymore. It's just, you know, think about it like the difference between a social drinker and an alcoholic. Right? An alcoholic constantly craves it. They want their fix. They got to keep drinking and drinking and drinking, and it's never enough. And while they think that they may be happy the more they drink, it's actually doing the opposite. But you know, if you have a social drinker, someone that occasionally on the weekends drinks a little bit, has some fun, right, doesn't obsess over it, but to them, they have their drinks in abundance, right? They drink whenever they please, whenever they want to. They don't feel like they are a slave to their money. I mean, to their alcohol. And same thing applies with money. So by improving yourself, by improving your ability to earn more money, you're gonna have less trouble making it. And from that point, you are gonna be in abundance to that money. And that's gonna feel awesome, right? When you can just wake up and go to Jamaica or Aruba, whenever you want to, and not worry about your boss potentially getting mad at you and firing you for doing that. So, hope you're able to take that into account and make a lot of more money and feel good about it. So, another reason why self-improvement is key is because it will raise your happiness. Of course, right? If you're not working on yourself, you're not trying to grow like a tree, you're not gonna feel good about yourself, right? And that's not gonna make you feel so content. You're almost gonna feel, like you're wasting time, like you're wasting space, right? All these opportunities that you were born with, that you had, all this talent that you're wasting, it's not gonna make you feel good, right? You're born being super tall and athletic, and you don't play basketball, or you're born with a super high IQ, and you decide not to use that and improve yourself, right? You don't necessarily have to be born with those great things, but you can use them. And if you don't, you are not gonna be happy. It's gonna be sad, it's gonna be depressing. You're gonna find yourself in a constant loop of self-doubt, right? You're gonna look for outside sources to assure you validation from others, right? Compliments, and even drugs and substances, right? God forbid. So don't do that. Don't fall into that trap, right? Improve yourself and you will see your happiness start to increase. Absolutely important if you aren't feeling like that now, but you're not feeling that good about yourself. So go and improve yourself, and I guarantee you're gonna feel a lot better. And for you, without further ado, we're gonna go to tip number 4 as far as why self-improvement is key, is because it undoubtedly makes you more attractive, right? Improving yourself, improving your body, right? Getting into the best shape of your life, knowing that you can bench 2 plates over your head, right? And curl 100 pounds, right? Whatever your goals are, it's gonna make you feel more confident, especially when you're interacting with the opposite sex, right? When you're trying to get a partner, because oftentimes it could feel like a test, right? Like you're putting everything you've done and having that person's thoughts go on to you, right? It can feel like so much, but the best thing that you could do in regards to that is work on yourself, improve yourself. Don't worry so much about whether he or she likes you, right? Just do it and get better, and just be assured that the right person will come around at the right time, and you'll be okay. But it's not so hard, right? There's more important things to do than chase around people, especially ones that don't like you, right? Far too often we get rejected and we can't accept it, and we keep going after this person and chasing them and losing respect for ourselves. And ultimately from that, your self-esteem is gonna go down and down, and it's gonna take away time that you could have spent improving yourself or going after somebody that actually likes you, that respects you, that respects your time and cares about you. So without further ado, we hope that you're able to understand these 4 reasons why self-improvement is key. It's such a vital part of our lives, and by not partaking in it, you're missing out on a lot. because, you know, of how crucial it is, right? How useful it is. It's one of your biggest tools or weapons and arsenals, right? Especially if you're not born with all the talent in the world. So, you know, without further ado, we say thank you very much for watching this video, and goodbye.